Mystical insights using tarot, numerology, astrology, and other profound tools are commonly called readings. They enhance and empower our spiritual quest and progress. The insights I provide are not mere prognosticators predicting the future, locating lost items, or communicating with the dead. There is very little spiritual value in those things. My insight readings focus on your soul's journey far more than your worldly circumstances. Where you're spiritually going is far more important than where you've been. Don't get me wrong, we must address our worldly concerns, which often come up within the portal insights. How we live our material life is vital to how we progress in our spiritual life. So, your Within the Portal Insight addresses these areas as well, but the primary focus is on who you are, a divine soul of infinite lifetimes, where you're going towards spiritual consciousness, and how to get there, spiritual methods that will work for you. Mystical modalities such as numerology and astrology are like portals to deeper perspectives. A meteorologist is trained to interpret the science of patterns and how they work. I see myself as a mystical meteorologist. I decipher the data of cosmic influences from stars and planets to mathematical frequencies that make up the primordial vibrations influencing your life. This way, we can choose the right direction in life and be well advised on how to attain them. Insights from within the portal don't just tell you what may happen, but how to prepare, taking advantage of the positive and avoiding the negative. And the most important point is how we can add more spiritual intention to our daily living experience. Did you know the tarot is a pictorial version of Kabbalah's Tree of Life, developed so Kabbalists could avoid persecution in the 1400s? It was also created so illiterates could study and practice the path of Judaic mysticism. Tarot cards are not for predictions or psychic fortune telling. This mystical system exists to provide us with the right tools and instructions to attain spiritual consciousness. My role as a mentor and consultant is to guide you to develop higher spiritual consciousness. Knowledge is power, but we cannot progress without understanding how to apply it. As a teacher and mentor of mystical paths, I save you the time and madness of studying volumes of teachings and scriptures and cut through the trendy hypes so you can get spiritually busy. I teach and interpret through intuition combined with authentic spiritual knowledge handed down to us by the masters, the Buddhas, the sages, the gurus, and saints who grace this earth by descending from celestial abodes to help us learn correctly. No, sorry, we don't need a formless, ethereal spirit guide from another realm. God has dispatched teacher after teacher to this material plane for us. I've spent a lifetime studying them and putting their teachings into actual practice to see what works and how. And now I share what I have learned and experienced to help you accelerate toward divine love consciousness quickly and within this very lifetime. The reasons I've dedicated my life to a spiritual career over a worldly one are: 1. Spiritual enlightenment has been my personal fascination since childhood. 2. Other spiritual seekers need to be guided to the correct eternal truths. Eternal truths are not so easy to find. Did you know that the Latin word occult means hidden in plain view? Yeah, organized religions and politically motivated historians changed it to have a negative stigma to prevent people from having their own spiritual power. I do my best to restore and expose the true meanings and histories of spirituality to empower you. We need enlightened masters such as the Buddha and my own guru Kripalu to expose us to the eternal truths. I'm not an enlightened master, so I use my mystical intuition to provide illumination for seekers lost in the dark spiritual forest so they can find a clear path to the other side. I offer my services to help those experiencing the dark night of the soul. Insights from within the portal provide awareness of the cosmic and spiritual influences within and beyond you to develop your spiritual consciousness within your worldly life. The Buddha once said, the best and worst day of someone's life is when they accept that enlightenment is a real thing. The best because they finally know why they're here, what's missing, and can begin to work toward it. And the worst because they now know they will never be happy without it. As dark night of the soul as that may sound, he followed it with a profound declaration. Once you understand that you can never be happy in the world and commit to spiritual enlightenment, you will attain it because you will never stop trying. My methods of spiritual guidance are not all about sunny days and living for happiness. I offer an illumination of the pathways that lead out of material darkness and lead to spiritual light. Be careful what you wish for because spiritual life and work will truly test you. But the sooner you start, the sooner you can end your eternal reincarnations. The sooner you begin, the sooner you can break free from material reality and transcend into spiritual reality. So I have just one question for you. Are you ready?